Hallo und einen wunderschönen guten Abend hier bei Tonspiel Live. Mein Name ist Micha Mohr. Ich bin ein Teil vom Tonspielteam und wie ihr sicherlich die letzten Wochen mitbekommen habt, machen wir mittwochs immer ein paar Live-Interviews, Q&As und diesmal mit dem britischen Künstler Younger und I'm gonna switch to English now, so we guys do understand each other, and yeah, waiting for him to come and join me in the live Q&A. So here we go, brother. Just waiting for him to come in.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Daria. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you doing, dude?
Very, very good. Thank you. Thanks for joining us here, man. Where are you hanging?
It's all good. I'm in Sweden at the moment, actually.
Oh, in Sweden. So why are you there? I see a studio in the background.
There's a studio. How do I flip this camera on? This is my studio at the moment.
Oh, that's yours. Okay. Yeah. I saw it in the Two People bootleg. So you're based in Sweden at the moment?
Yeah, based in Sweden. Just taking a few months out of the crazy UK, man. It's just it's all a bit mental there, if I'm honest.
Is it? So better for you to flee.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you staying for longer in Sweden, or you get a second home there, or how do you
I'm not sure. I've just I've hired a studio here, so I'm just gonna chill for a bit and see how long I like it here, and then see if the UK chills out a little bit, because it's all going crazy with the tiers and things. All my friends are talking to me about which tier they're in and who they can see, who they can't see. Mental.
It is absolutely crazy. Mental. Yeah, everything's going up in Germany as well at the moment. So
yeah, I was going to say, what's it like over there? Is it still a 10 p.m. curfew or anything?
Yeah. Like the numbers are going up, and
right.
We're not in lockdown again, but let's see.
Yeah, I know. Sweden's so chill that you forget there's an actual pandemic happening. You go to the shops, it's just so chill.
It is.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know which way is right, which way is wrong. Yeah.
I know.
Never know.
Who knows?
So yeah, man, really good to have you. I prepared some questions for you. So everybody who's tuning in, feel free to pop some questions. So if they fit, we're gonna answer them. And
nothing too raunchy.
we guys know each other from the Panama Festival, right?
Good job we met each other, man.
Yeah, man, you too.
Good job we met each other. I've done some great remixes from that meeting.
Yeah. So that was like for you guys, we met there. Dario played after me, and I follow you since I checked it now since like 2017, like from the Leave the World Behind bootleg. So that was the first thing that I discovered you, and ever since I'm a musician myself, and I know how it is, like what you do, just crazy. So I'm wondering like what's your musical backstory? Like I saw that you already did music with your brother. So what's happening in your family with the musicians?
Well, my dad's a musician mainly.
So
he's been a musician. Yeah, he's still a musician. He's still recording and writing, and so me and my brother have grown up on tour buses and grown up on backstage and sound checks. We just understand, the inner workings of music just through living it, which has been cool. So, because he plays piano and guitar and bass as well, and he's a singer and a songwriter, then we naturally just gravitated towards instruments and learning instruments. So I remember him forcing us when I think I was about 7 or 8 or something. He was like, "Believe me, take piano lessons. You'll thank me when you're older." And I used to hate them. I was like 6 years old, just like crying, like I don't want to do it. But he's like, "You'll thank me when you're older." And now I thank him when I'm younger.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
Thanks, man.
You prepared that one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've got it written down. So he that piano lesson. Then when I was 11, I got fascinated with drums, and because they were just the coolest thing in the world. They're the loudest thing. He's sitting at the back, all the drummers. So every time I was at a gig with my dad, I'd just sit behind the drummer and just watch him play. And they'd always let me have a go on his drum kit at sound check and stuff, which is cool. So I've definitely been very lucky to see the inner workings of music, and I think that's helped me guide me through.
Okay. Yeah, sick. So when did you start like falling in love with dance music? So like when I follow you as younger, I've seen like the first upload on YouTube was already like a dance mashup bootleg. So was there like a connection to dance music ever since, or how did that happen?
It's really weird. It's really weird how dance music happened, because I was never genuinely a fan of it. I grew up like in James Brown, Fela Kuti, like Sam Cooke, soul, Motown, and then my favorite band in the world is Simply Red.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, man. So it's just like straight up pop music. And then I loved like Pharrell and Justin Timberlake, Timbaland as producers. I loved R&B, NERD, and Jamie Cullum. And when I was growing up, I was in Incubus. Like Incubus are also one of my best favorite bands, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I was always in rock bands, drumming rock music, rock. And the bands I was in with my brother, writing rock music. And then when I was about 19, 18, I went to university in Liverpool, to LIPA.
Okay.
And I remember Calvin Harris brought out a tune called I'm Not Alone.
Yeah.
Remember that tune?
Yeah, sure.
And and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And at the same time, I think I was about 17, Timbaland brought out The Way You Are, The Way I Are.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, that's like R&B and dance music. My brain was exploding. I was like, this is cool as shit. I like you just the way you are. So it was like, those two tunes started making me and my brother kind of go, oh, okay, dance music's cool, because I was never, we just weren't growing up. But from that point, we went to see, we just got heavily into, we started a band called Picture Book with a singer called Greta Svavo Beck, who then sang on Raise Your Weapon with Deadmau5.
Yeah.
And that was massively dance. So then from that, when I decided to go solo, that's how the natural evolution of Younger was, just naturally dance, but with all the instruments and all the R&B and the funk and the pop and the indie alternative elements. That was the journey.
Okay, wow, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So
it is, yeah.
Do you have like any technical education, like with producing and stuff? I saw like in the first video you already used Ableton. Do you use it ever since, or did you had any like technical education with producing and stuff, or was it just like on the fly, learning on the fly?
Well, the producing always came secondary, because I was always in bands. So producing was always like, oh, the engineer does that in the studio. Because whenever I went into studios, there was a big engineer at a desk, and I was just on the drum kit. So I never knew what the hell producing was. But I remember it was like the Timbaland Pharrell era of where I bought a Sony Vaio laptop and I got Cubase, because that's what I'd learned I learned music tech like really briefly in school. I had Cubase SX. Dude, Cubase is fucking legit. I had Cubase SX, and I loved it. I loved it. And I was started to produce some like hip-hoppy R&B stuff. And then when the Picture Book band started with the live electronics, my brother was like, oh, we should check out this software called Ableton, because apparently you can go into clip mode and you can, make a song with looping. And that's when I started to go, okay, so I started to use both. And then ever since, I think about 18, I just started using Ableton. I've never gone back to Cubase. And Ableton is just Ableton. But I've never taken any courses in producing. I still to this day do not know what I'm doing. I'm producing. I'm just guessing, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit like I work as well. So,
bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Just put some things, and if it sounds good, great. If it doesn't, move on to the next thing.
That's how it is, man. Crazy. All right, you're putting out like a really lot of music at the moment. So you just dropped the Memories album early this year.
Yeah.
Like nearly 2 albums, like the Memories one. Now the bootleg one. But like,
and now the bootleg one.
But the Memories one, you know, as a musician album where like I saw like looks like every song is written by yourself. So did this take, or how long did it take, like to make that album?
To make the Memories album, I started right. When did it come out? It came out in February 2020, and the first single I think was Nightcrawling in June 2019. But I remember the first thing I bought was that Fender Rhodes there.
Okay.
That guy. I bought him because I'd wanted him for so long, and I bought that in January. And the first thing I played on it was Memories.
Okay.
And from that point, for the next, I think it was 3 or 4 months, I just went into the studio every day in London and just wrote a tune. So the actual writing, I think, was only about 3 months, bar one song, Reminiscing, which I wrote 6 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And it's always just sat on a hard drive. And I was like, I love this song. Well, I don't know when I'm ever going to be releasing it, but I just loved it. So I just twinkled with the production a bit and put it on. But yeah, it was a blast, and it was all because of that Rhodes and the inspiration I got through it. Yeah, it all happened pretty quick.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah, and the bootleg one, like how did you like choose? You know, you did like thousands of bootlegs already. Like
yeah.
So how did it come about? Like which one did you choose? Is going to be there volume 2? Which one's going to be there?
Yeah.
So,
there's definitely going to be a volume 2, but the volume 1, my team at Armada basically messaged me with a Spotify playlist going, choose your favourites from here, and we'll see if we can get clearance. So I think I chose about 13, 14, made my own versions, and out of those 14, I think got clearance for like 10 or 11 of them, which was cool. And then we just went with those ones, and basically I just went through the Spotify playlist, and if I knew a tune or if it made me feel a certain way, and I was like, if I hear a bootleg or hear a song, and I always know exactly what I'm going to do to the bootleg, just through hearing it. So whenever I would choose songs based on that. If I can't hear anything, I'd be like, that's going to be a bit difficult. So I made sure I chose a few that I did know, and some that I completely didn't, like Autograph, Nobody Knows, and Harold Van Lennep, Liberation, I didn't know that. But when I heard them, I was like, oh, that's wicked. I know how I'd younger that up. And it was cool to do a bunch of known ones and a bunch of not known ones. It was cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But that, again, that took, I think, about, same thing, 3 or 4 months of just like, just bashing them all out and then sending them over to Armada, and then we did mix notes, and then one of their guys mixed it. And that, I mean, the mixing process was actually the longest because, I don't know, they all just decided to go on holiday or not work over quarantine.
Okay.
So trying to get mixes on them was like trying to get fucking blood from a stone. But we got there in the end, and it was beautiful.
It's legend, yeah, perfect, definitely. So I'm sure that you like play many of these bootlegs out at your live shows. Like I saw your live show, it was really good. So
Thank you.
And I was wondering like how you prepare for a live show. Like I'm sure you do have like every sample, every loop for every bootleg on your hard drive on your computer. So do you do like a track list, or is everything on the fly, or how do you usually do it?
It's a bit of both. Yeah, I've got the stems loaded in, I've got the vocals, and I'll have like the elements of that song, the bits that I'm not looping, and then leaving spaces for bits I want to loop and jam along with and mix in with other ones. But usually on the plane or the bus or the coach there, however I'm getting there, I'll have a set list in my mind.
Okay.
What bootlegs I've just put out, what bootlegs are coming out, which ones I want to film, which ones I basically want to test out because maybe I'm releasing it. That's what I do sometimes with the original music. Play it live, see how it reacts, then go back to the studio like we all do. So for a live show, I mean, funnily enough, I've done all these songs specifically for the live show, and then coronavirus happened, so there aren't any live shows anymore. So
Oh my God.
I don't know what they're gonna. I don't even know if I know how to play them whenever I do a show again. But I'm lucky I did that video, the whole take of it, because it was great to get it out. But I'll basically, in my Ableton session, I'll have them all there, all the vocals, all the elements, and I'll just chop and change with what I feel. Maybe we've got a camera guy and we want to film for one of the booths that we haven't got, something like that. Something.
So I've seen your setups. You got like basically the stuff that you like, not all the roads, but like a lot of your instrument with you. So first of all, cowbell. There's never enough cowbell in a track. I saw that you also have a cowbell at merch. How did that come?
Oh yeah. Hold on. I need to go and get him. Hold on.
Is that the most important?
This guy.
The most important instrument in your live setup?
Dude, this is the guy, man. And these little magnets, you can move them around. Dude, the cowbell. See, what people ask me, what happens if like your laptop dies mid-set? And I'm like, you just get the cowbell out, bro. Get the cowbell out and play a bit. Everyone loves a bit of cowbell.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
True.
I don't know how long you could play a cowbell solo for, but I think my record is about 20 seconds of just. Everyone's like, whoa! Everyone's having fun, and then they go, all right, what else?
That's gonna be the moment someday. You're gonna need that one. So, as you seem to like nearly play every instrument, is there any instrument like you do not play at the moment and you would love to learn and want to love to include in your live show? Is there anything like like on the instrument bucket list?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I actually vividly remember the moment when I was in Manchester at home, and I think I was 14. I remember going, oh, I'm going to learn the saxophone. Saxophone is the instrument. And I just never got round to it, and I'm so gutted that I didn't.
It's my bucket list instrument. Lucky.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
but I think because, FKJ and all these guys, they've nailed the saxophone, and it's kind of a done thing. I'd rather go for something like the oboe or the clarinet.
Okay.
Or something like woodwindy or brass, something that's melodic on top. Because I play a lot of piano, bass, drums, and keys, and guitar, which are sometimes, harmonic instruments, chord instruments, not with that melodic thing on top. Obviously, you could do a piano melody or a guitar melody, but something cool about having different timbre with woodwind or brass or something. So, yeah, something like the flugelhorn, something a bit mad. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to go with flugelhorn is my final
Flugelhorn is in the next bootleg. Okay. Wait for that one, man. So you already said like what you all have in your live set. I was wondering, like you just said that when you're touring, you're doing it by bus. So is it only by bus, or because the amount of stuff that you had with you at the Panama, I was like, this is just sick and needs a lot of work, a lot of. So I was wondering first, how much kilo is the whole setup if you take it on the plane, and do you do it, and how how big is the team behind? So how much people work for you for one younger live show?
So one younger live show, if we're flying, so we've got a gig in Mexico or something, we will hire drum kits, guitars, all the stands, but we'll take we'll take drum pads, laptops, APCs, MIDI keyboards, anything that's like really specifically programmed. Okay. And all that stuff comes to, I think, 12 32 kilogram pelicases.
Okay. that's
which
okay.
It's okay, but it's expensive on when you're touring around. when we did America, you get internal flights if it's too far, and you start racking up that money, but you also start racking up miles. So it's kind of works both ways, but preferably a bus, but obviously you can't get everyone on a bus. But it's actually not too bad. If we brought the drum kit and everything, then it would be good. But luckily, you can hire a good drum kit anywhere.
Yeah, sure. But you know, as a musician, you always love to play your own stuff, so you know how it sounds.
Play your own, and, because sometimes, we've done crazy shows. We've done crazy shows in like India or South America, some of these beautiful places which are amazing, but sometimes they don't have the equipment that's on your spec. You get there and you're like, oh man, this isn't what we asked for, but you've got to do the show, because you can either have a little tantrum about it or you can just go for it. But behind the team, you ask them, I usually tour with the tour manager, who is also a tech, and a front of house sound guy who also does my monitors. Preferably there's a monitor guy, front of house, and a tech and a tour manager, so 4 people, but sometimes we can just do it with 2. So it's just me, sound, tour manager. So 3 people, 12 pellies, let's go.
Yeah, it's sick, because you know it is a lot of work, like to set this up, no?
Oh my god, yeah. My guys are amazing. They're amazing. Without those guys, there would be no show for sure.
Definitely, yeah. You know, at the Panama, that was the first time we met, and I asked you if you want to lay your hands on the Dominica one, and you loved it, and it's doing really, really well. Good job. And now, like, really fresh. Last week, we also talked about the 2 people track, and I can remember your reaction, like, wow, this is like one of my favorite tracks. So can you tell us anything about it? Why is your favorite track, and how did you approach the bootleg, like, when you got the stems?
Well, it's greetings from Groningen. I love Groningen. What up, Capsfield? It's funny, when you sent me those 2 stems, I completely forgot about 2 people until you emailed me being like, by the way, did you ever do something with that? I was like, oh shit, it's just sat on my hard drive for so long. But I don't know, I can't even remember the first time I heard it, but it must hold some kind of wonderful memory for me, because every time I hear that vocal melody, the emotion, I think it's the Rhodes as well. There's like, ding, 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 like the chords, the Rhodes, there's like real drums in there, there's a real bass, and it's like, the guitar, it's like everything in that is so close to my personal flavors of what I like, and even down to the major 7ths that they use in the chords, and the voicings of the chords, everything. It's just, I love, and the fact that the drums are in 8s instead of 16s, you know, it's like, it's just beautiful. And the vocal, it feels a bit spiritual, feels a bit ethereal and wishy-washy, and just beautiful melodies, and up in that high octave, which is just so pleasing to the ear. And just something magical about it. I don't know.
Perfect. Yeah.
The approach that I took, I didn't want to take that magic away. So I've kept the same chords, but just added a bit of younger in there, a bit of that funky, bit of funky guitar in there, you know, adding that sunshine.
Yeah, fits perfectly. You know, that tune is like laying around on our desk for a while, and we were always like thinking about who could do a remix that exactly what you said, like don't takes away too much from the original. So and what would be a perfect fit, and really glad that this suits so well with you. So thanks a lot for that, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro. I've loved it. I've loved it both.
Since you did like I don't know how many bootlegs of well-known songs already, is there any or is there any track that you're like always have in your head, so someday I need to go and nail that one as well? So
there is, you know, but I can't remember it now. there's a song that I've got on my hard drive that I'm like, I have to do a bootleg of this one day, but I feel like I'm not ready for it. You know what I mean? I'm not like, my juju bar isn't high enough yet to conquer, to tackle it. I've got to like I've got to be in a beautiful mind space for it. Fuck, I can't remember what it is. But if I remember, I'll post it on my stories because it might be something like what's it called? Fleetwood Mac. Thunder on the heavens when it's raining. Dreams.
Is it
Players only love you when they're playing.
Yeah,
you know that tune.
let me know and post it in the stories. Really looking forward and waiting for you to know that one, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Really looking forward. So, like when you post all your stuff on your socials, all the bootlegs, you know, this is like is essential for your social thing. Do you have any like personal favorite at the moment? I know you started with YouTube and everything is there for sure, and now you're like doing a really good Instagram game. So what's the platform that you connect the most with and think that your work fits the best?
I think it's Instagram still. I think it's Instagram. Like YouTube's cool, but I started to do quite short snippets, you know, like 1 minute snippets or 1.5 minutes, something like that. And Instagram really works well with that. And you can engage with your fans a lot and you can talk to them. I mean, Facebook, I started at Sweet Disposition is where Facebook took off. Facebook is where Sweet Disposition took off on.
Yeah.
And it was huge and it naturally just went, but I feel like the algorithms have changed and you can't reach that many people anymore without advertising, without paying money.
True.
Because they're trying to monetize the platform, which whatever. But I feel like it's a more natural. Yeah, exactly. Someone's got to make money somewhere, right?
That's it.
So I think Instagram. I tried TikTok for a while, and
okay, interesting.
That's what happened to my face. I just couldn't get on board with it, man. It's hectic.
Okay.
The only word I can use for that
understand.
platform. It's hectic. My 18-year-old sister's on it. She loves it. I'll leave her to that. I'll be the old guy in the back on Instagram.
Down with that. Down with that. I just saw a comment that Gedrick said that you need to do your circle set, man. That's definitely
what, circle
something
set?
Yeah. Well, you have to do it.
What's that?
That's back to YouTube. Really big YouTube channel doing live sets from mostly techno people in crazy places. Like
sick.
you need to check this out. That's more like a techno thing, but I think you would fit as well. Good idea.
Sick.
I'm gonna send everything to you.
It's a great idea.
Something for you. Yeah, really great idea.
I just scrolled up. Hello from Andorra, ex-Eurovision representative here in Big Water. Right on, Nikki Francesca, ex-Eurovision representative. Amazing.
Yeah,
I'd love to do a show.
A lot of supporters there. Thanks for you guys.
I would love to do a Eurovision show. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
It'd be so good. Did you watch that movie on Netflix?
Which one?
About the Icelandic Eurovision entry, guys, with Will Ferrell.
No, not yet.
So good. You should watch it.
Sorry,
back on track.
All good. No, I see so many supporters from you around the world. So, like you said that you want to do like a tour, the bootleg live show. What were the countries that it was planned for?
Oh, just all over. I mean, we were going to do three like shows and film it, and then piece together the 3 shows, and that was just going to be London, LA, and I think New York on like all summer rooftop shows. But then we were planning a tour everywhere around it. I mean, I've done Cologne and Berlin a few times, love it there, and Amsterdam. Oh, it was Amsterdam as well, but also India and Mexico and South America, all these places I just love to go. Still haven't been to Australia. Really want to go to Australia.
No.
I feel like it'd be
That's
fun.
a nice country, really nice country. Really need to go there, man. Okay, man. Yeah, thanks so much for your time, and let's pray that this can happen pretty soon, so you can go back on track and go back on tour.
Dude. What's the next bootleg? What's the next bootleg you're sending me?
I'll think about it and send you ideas. So maybe we got another fit. So let's see. So
Hold on. Riddich 2 wants to hear Monsters from Mars live. I've not played that song. Shall I just quickly play it? Hold on.
yeah, sure, man. Sure, man. Exactly.
I've got my piano here.
There are a lot of hearts coming in now.
Yeah. I need to remember how to play it. Monsters. Yeah. I haven't warmed up my voice yet, but that was the piano. I haven't played that in ages. That's a great suggestion. That was for Riddich 2.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, man. So
nice
really,
way to
really
end.
good to have you. Thanks a lot, and like keep the positive energy through this like really bad times. So and we're gonna stay in contact. Gonna send you some bootleg ideas, and yeah, really, really good to have you. Thanks a lot for your time, man. And all the best.
Lovely chatting to you, bro.
All right.
Thank you, dude. I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah.
Ciao,
perfect. Ciao. Bye bye.
Bye bye.